Well, well, well. The chickens have come home to roost. As we all knew, the recent targeting of Harry and Meghan as leakers was yet another cover-up. It seems Weeble Wobble Willie is not the only royal incandescent with rage. The Times has revealed King Charles has been tormenting his underpaid gardeners and has lost 11 out of 12 full-time gardeners recently. So, of course, this breaking news was supposed to be buried, and the deflection stories began. In addition to the recent reveal that Cosplay Kathy was following Duchess Meghan, it turns out King Chucky had his own courtiers following Duchess Meghan's every move as well. The real irrelevant royals have exposed themselves. They're stuck on that island, angry and bitter that Meghan has single-handedly pushed that monarchy into the modern age, and Prince Harry is finding his voice walking out of the shadows of that dusty family. As time goes on, more and more is coming to light. The British royal family has done everything they can to paint Meghan as a villain, when it turns out the British royal family is riding on Meghan's coattails and trying to keep some measure of relevance. King Charles' disaster of a reign is everything we expected it to be. Karma keeps raising her head and exposing the British royal family for what they are. Even the royalists are starting to have doubts. The War of the Windsors is proving to be the big story of 2025, and Harry and Meghan are just footnotes in that story. Charles and William are the real rift no one is talking about. The leaking and briefing against each other only increases as the months pass by. Here are some snippets from a recent The Times article titled, King Charles, the Disquiet at Highgrove and the Gardener's Exodus. In the background, the king has entrusted a manager to become his go-between with the gardeners, many of whom say his requests are impossible to fulfill given the lack of resources. Others have complained of poor conditions, including pay as low as minimum wage. Charles is shielded from some of the issues, but not all. He was sufficiently aware of staff problems that, after the invasion of Ukraine, he dashed off a note proposing that war refugees could be recruited to help out. Of 12 full-time gardeners employed in 2022, 11 have left, including 2 heads of gardens and a deputy head gardener who departed within the space of a year. One had served the king for decades. Another failed his probation after revealing a lack of knowledge about a particular flower, instantly losing Charles's trust. The monarch said of him, "Don't put that man in front of me again." In late 2023, one staffer launched a grievance against the garden's management, saying the team was overwhelmed, under-resourced, and constantly struggling to fulfill the king's requests. His complaint said staff had developed physical injuries trying to keep up, and that the team suffered from low morale. It added, "There is little management of HMTK, His Majesty the King's expectations, and I know I would not be allowed to say we are understaffed. What you need to know. King's demands, staff shortages, and low pay led to gardener exodus at Highgrove. Royal Charity, which runs gardens, told to offer mental health support after formal investigation. Charles has lost 11 of 12 garden staff since 2022, including 2 head gardeners who quit within a year. Monarch said of one worker, "Do not put that man in front of me again." After Ukraine invasion, King proposed plugging staff shortages with war refugees or the elderly. At one point, half of staff were on minimum wage.